So today I wanted to film a little video testimonial about Chinmay Yoga, which is the yoga school that I've been doing my yoga teacher training course in. We've been studying Hatha Yoga with Vinyasa, Ashtanga and Yin Yoga for the last 3.5 weeks now, and next week, fingers crossed, I'll be passing the course. So yeah, I just wanted to put together a little video to let you know what would be in store for you if you decide to join Chinmay. I'd looked at other courses in Thailand and Bali, and a lot of these courses were at least or around 2,000 US dollars, and for me that's a lot of money really, when you know, when I lived in Asia for a long time, and I know how much things actually cost here, how much food costs, accommodation, and £2,000 for a 3.5 week course is a lot of money. The other reason that I decided to come with Chinmay was because it was in India, and for the last couple of years I've been desperate to get to India. I wasn't quite prepared to travel here on my own straight away, so I thought by doing the yoga teacher training it'd be a good baseline to get used to India, and then I have another week of travelling India afterwards that I can just kind of explore on my way back to Delhi. So that was another reason. The cost for the course is 1,000 US dollars. There are 3 different tiers around that price range. So I opted for a private bedroom. I knew that just because the course is so intense that I would need to have some private space so that I can meditate at night time, also get some work done. So yeah, I opted for the private room. If you wanted to go for a cheaper package, there's also a shared room and a dormitory style room as well. On our course there was 15 people, 14 of them were girls, one of them was a male, but I mean it really doesn't matter, and one of them was a beginner as well, so you do, because the course is so intense, you do learn a lot. However, I would advise not to be a beginner at yoga. I would say take at least 10 classes in different kind of styles and get to know some of the terms with yoga. The Chinmay Yoga is very close to a town called Dharamshala, which is in the north of India in the foothills of the Himalayas. So the scenery is incredible. When I first arrived here it was really cold because the winter was just coming to an end, but now it's starting to warm up, even though I've got a scarf and multiple layers on. It feels a lot warmer than it did. I think for me it was kind of difficult at first because I obviously live in Thailand, and in Thailand it's about 30 degrees all of the time, and when I came here it was a bit of a shock to my body. But yeah, like I said, it is getting warmer each day and the sun is shining. Some days we have our lessons out on the balcony, which is also really nice. It's a bit of a sun trap during the day, so we can just sit there, learn about philosophy and anatomy and all these other interesting subjects. So from day to day the course runs, so you have a full day Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday you have the mornings where you also do yoga and you're studying as well. Every day you do 2 hours, 2 yoga lessons, so one in the morning and one in the evening. You have 1 hour of anatomy, 1 hour of philosophy. We also study 1 hour of the art of teaching, and at the end of the day we also have 1 hour of meditation class, which is awesome, and each meditation is different each day, which is really interesting to learn about. All food is provided except for on the weekends. We just have breakfast on Saturday, but I kid you not, the food is absolutely incredible. We have 2 amazing chefs. Every day the food is different. There's always plenty to eat. There's always a wide selection of food. It's almost like a buffet. So usually there's about 4 or 5 dishes, and you go along the table and just take as much as you want. But I would say the food has been one of my highlights. I'm a bit of a foodie, so yeah, I've really enjoyed that, and I knew that when I came to India that I would just love all the food. So yeah, I was kind of expecting to lose weight, and I think I have lost weight, but I've also equally been eating a lot of food, so it kind of levels out a little bit. Apart from like the day-to-day routine of the course, you can also opt to do a couple of extra things. So one of our teachers, she's a Ayurveda practitioner. So yesterday I had a consultation with her, and she kind of goes through any health problems that you have, anything that your family, any hereditary problems that might come up with your family. What kind of foods that you should be eating and other things like this. So that was really interesting for me, and I'm really behind kind of the Ayurvedic side of things. I really appreciate Western medicine, but it was really interesting for me to learn about different like herbs and spices, for instance, that kind of help your body. Like, you know, we live in a society that thinks that medicine is the answer, and that we should be curing ourselves rather than treating our bodies and giving it the nourishment that we actually need. And we live in a world that's abundant in plants and natural medicines. And as long as we keep our bodies well nutritioned, is that the word? I'm not sure, but full of nutrition, and you know, absorbing all these different minerals and vitamins and everything that we can get into our body, then there should be no real reason that we need to resort to medicines and as a kind of a reactive thing rather than being proactive. So it's been really interesting for me to learn about that, and in the future I definitely want to learn more, maybe go on a course about Ayurvedic medicines. I also opted to do a silent day on the second week of my course. This is completely optional, not many people actually did it in the end, but I really enjoyed just having some time to myself, even though I was in classes and everything, but I just wasn't actively having conversations with people, which was it was just nice, and it's interesting to be more observant about your brain. When you're constantly having conversation, you're always getting new stimulus from new information that people are giving you. When you're not having a conversation, your mind kind of has more time to digest other stuff that's going on in your life. And so we had 3 main teachers in our course, who all individually brought 3 different aspects to the course, and they were also knowledgeable and skilled and experienced in their fields. And yeah, I'm just in complete admiration of all 3 of them, because they were able to teach us so much in such a short amount of time. And it's only kind of left me feeling like I've only just dug at the surface of yoga. There is so much out there to learn about, and in a way 200 hours is just like beginner level, you know. Most of the time I've just been practicing the classes in Thailand or wherever I've been travelling to, but it was only when I came to this course I actually learned about like the philosophy beside it, the history of yoga. A lot of people actually think that yoga is like derived from the Hindu religion, whereas it was actually came before Hinduism. So that was really interesting for me to learn as well. So the place that Chinmay Yoga is in a little village called Upper Bagsu. About a 15-minute walk away is a place called Maklad Ganj, which is quite famous because it's where the Dalai Lama is residing in his temple. So about 50, 60 years ago, there was a lot of political upheaval in Tibet, and the Tibetan government had to move to this area of India because of the Chinese invading. So it actually draws a lot of tourists to this area, but apart from that, there's countless classes that you can go and learn about Buddhism, about yoga, about meditation. You can learn about how to play the local music and instruments. I've just seen countless things advertised here, and every time I see something new I'm like, oh, what's that? Yeah, I would definitely come back here in the future and stay, just to focus on expanding my brain basically, and like building new skills and learning about different things. It is right in the middle of the mountains, so there's like some really nice tracks here, and you can also do paragliding, which I'm planning to do next Wednesday, so wish me luck. I would mention is, because we're up in the mountains, the electricity can be a little bit on and off. To be honest, it's never really, I mean, today it's actually gone off and it's been off for a few hours. But apart from that, it's not really been that bad. But I would say if you're coming from a Western country, just to kind of lower your expectations in a way, because these kind of things do happen. I guess because I've been living in Asia for so long now, I'm kind of used to go with the flow in these situations, but I can imagine it's kind of frustrating if you're not expecting it, so I would definitely consider that before you come here. We are given everything that we needed, as in like props for our class. We will have mats, we have bolsters, straps, like everything is provided, and the quality of the rooms is also very good. We're given heaters. My bed is really comfortable. The shower, you can have like a really warm 5-minute shower and then it starts to get a bit cooler. But yeah, apart from that, I could definitely come back here. I would just recommend maybe not coming in winter time, because personally for me it's not where my body feels comfortable. And before the course started, I did consider for a day whether to leave and come back in a warmer climate, just in case I couldn't enjoy the rest of the course. So that was the consideration that I would recommend taking as well. The thing that I wanted to mention was, in your spare time, there's loads of amazing restaurants here, and they don't only serve Indian food, there's also a mixture of Greek food, Israeli, Italian, you can get pizza, pasta, everything. So I was actually pleasantly surprised, and it's also really cheap. Like, I think on average I would spend about £2 or maybe $2.50 on a meal, and that was probably on the higher end of the scale as well. There's not a lot of alcohol here, but when I came here I came with the view that I wouldn't be drinking anyway. You can't smoke on the streets here, it's not really recommended, and most or a lot of the restaurants are vegetarian. You definitely don't find beef because cows are holy here. You can find a lot of chicken, you don't really see any pork, but it's been actually good for me because I decided when I came here I wanted to go fully vegetarian, and I think now after these few weeks away I haven't been missing it at all. So I think when I go back to Thailand I'm just going to stick with that, because it feels more in line with my morals and my values, and I feel better for been doing it. I don't feel any more tired or anything just because I haven't had any meat, and I feel a lot stronger than I did 4 weeks ago. Hi guys, so I just wanted to follow up with a bit of a summary of the rest of the course, because I did film the previous video. It was a few weeks into the course, so I just wanted to summarise on the whole experience and just let you know how the rest of it went. So It's been about 8 weeks now since I got back from India. So I'm back in Thailand now, and it was really interesting to be put back in the real world and kind of implement everything that I learned from yoga into real life. In general, since I've been back in Thailand, I felt a lot like my well-being is better. I was able to do like an Ayurvedic consultation, which I think I mentioned before, and that's really helped me solidify like a morning routine, what things that I'm lacking in my diet and things like this, things that I shouldn't be eating so much, and that's all based on like your body type and your skin type and different things like that, so that was really helpful. Overall, I didn't expect such like a family atmosphere at the yoga school. Anshu and Yamna and the yoga teachers, they really were there for us. They were very supportive anytime that we wanted to talk. They had time, they made time for us. If there was any issues, for instance, my shower wasn't working, that was dealt with straight away. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, and that was really welcome as well. I really appreciated that, and I think it's great for people that maybe haven't travelled outside their home countries or haven't been to India before to go there knowing that you're not on your own, you have got people around you that care, and you're not just in a random country just trying to figure it all out on your own. So for me that was one of the highlights. The food was also amazing, which I mentioned, I think I spoke about for quite a while before. And yeah, it was just an incredible experience. And when I originally wanted to do the yoga teacher training, it wasn't just so that I could become a yoga teacher, it was more so that I could just learn about yoga on the whole for myself. And because I've learned so much about it now and I can see the benefits of yoga, how amazing it is, and how it helps people so much in so many different ways, I just want to share this gift with the world. So at the moment I'm not teaching, but I think maybe in the next couple of years I'm going to start to teaching after I've developed my own practice a little bit more. So yeah, so altogether I just wanted to say thank you so much, Chinmay. I really did appreciate everything that you guys did for us, and I can't wait to come back again. Hopefully next year. We were talking about maybe going to Nepal to set up a sister yoga school, and if that happens I will also be going to that, to decorate and help build the school and do the photography and anything that I can do to help really, so that would be amazing. If anyone has got any questions, feel free to send me an email or just write it below, and I'll be more than happy to help you all. But yeah, thank you and namaste guys, bye!